Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video on Mikey Loves Weather's YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the weather conditions over portions of the United States and Canada and stuff for the date of February 4th, 2026. But before we start diving into this video, I would like to ask that you please subscribe. If you do like weather-related content, and also make sure to share this with your friends, family, and social media. And without further ado, we're going to dive straight into this video. So, let's show you the precipitation. Come on. No. Alright, so for 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got some light snowfall over portions of the interior northeast, with some snowfall getting into parts of the southeast too, like Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, with possibly some ice mixing in. Then we got some rain over more of the southeast, and even into Texas. Then we got that high pressure over western Wisconsin. This is 10 o'clock a.m. So we got some rain over portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, North Carolina, with possibly some light snow and freezing rain over portions of northern Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, western Virginia, with some light lake effect snow over portions of the interior northeast. Light snow over portions of Minnesota, light to moderate wintry precipitation over portions of Nebraska, Kansas, with that strong high pressure over portions of western Colorado. Let's take a look at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got some mixed bag of wintry precipitation over portions of the southeast and portions of the northeast. So we got some light to moderate snow and freezing rain over portions of the Virginias, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, with mostly rain over the milder areas of Georgia, parts of the Carolinas, Florida, Alabama, with that high pressure system, 1,035 millibars over Kansas. That's going to be responsible for bringing some colder air to the east. And then we got a high pressure, 1,035 millibars over portions of the northern Rockies. And with those high pressures over the central and western U.S., looks like that's pretty much going to be blocking any precipitation from getting into those parts of the U.S. We're going to show you 10 o'clock p.m. Then you look at that. We got some more high pressure systems making their way into the west. Then we got milder air in the west, southwest, and portions of the southeast. Then we got some rainfall over portions of western Florida, southern Georgia, the Carolinas, with possibly some ice mixing in portions of northern North Carolina, western North Carolina. Then we got some snowfall mixing in parts of eastern Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, western and central Virginia, southern West Virginia. Then we got some light snowfall getting into portions of northern Minnesota from that 1,000 millibar. 1,003 millibars over western Manitoba. That's bringing some light to moderate snowfall over portions of northwestern Manitoba. Northeastern Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and western Ontario. Then we got some rainfall over portions of Mexico, Central America, some portions of Cuba, Hispaniola, maybe some light showers getting into portions of the Bahamas. And then let's take a little glance at temperatures. This is 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, February 4th. As you can see, we got some really cold air over portions of the upper Midwest with even some negative single digits over portions of some portions of Wisconsin, western Michigan, maybe northern Illinois, northeastern Iowa, eastern Minnesota, maybe some single digits and negative single digits over portions of the Northeast. We're going to take you step by step. So as you can see, we got some single digits, teens and 20s over portions of the Northeast. Then for the Southeast, we got 20s and 30s in the northern part. And then I'll get to the 40s and even 50s over the southern parts. And then we got some mild air over Southern California, southwestern Arizona, some cold air over Colorado and New Mexico. I'm talking about 60s, closer to 70 over the milder parts. And the colder parts, possibly closer to negative 8. Then we're going to take you to 11 o'clock a.m. So we still got that colder air still in Canada. That's bringing the Arctic air to the northeast and the northernmost parts of the U.S., with some milder Gulf air getting into Florida, Georgia, Alabama, portions of southern South Carolina, and southern Texas, with some warmer Pacific air possibly getting in to parts of the Southwest, like portions of Southern California, Arizona. And then let's take a look at 5 p.m. We got cold air over Canada, making its way into the northernmost parts of the U.S., with some warmer Gulf air possibly getting into more of southern Texas, Florida, Georgia, with some warm desert air and Pacific air getting into portions of western Arizona and southern California. With some 80s over portions of southern California and western Arizona. And let's take a look at 11 o'clock p.m. So we got that coldy air getting into parts of the northern U.S. and maybe even getting into the southern U.S. too. Because if we can take you in a little bit further, we got some 20s over portions of northern Georgia, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, northern Arkansas. Then we got close to 50 over portions of southern Georgia, and some 60s over the warmer parts of Florida. Then we got single digits over portions of Pennsylvania, and then we got single digits and teens over the Northeast, with 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s over the Southeast. Midwest got some single digits, teens, and 20s, and possibly some 30s. We will take you to the West. The plains, we got mostly some 20s closer to the Arctic air. 30s and 40s further west. Maybe even close to 50. Even 51 degrees over portions of western South Dakota. And then over the Rockies, we got generally some 30s and 40s. With much colder air over the higher elevations. The Four Corners, we got mostly 30s and 20s. For parts of the Southwest, we got some 60s and 70s over the warmer parts. Then pretty much for the Pacific Northwest, we got 40s and 50s closer to the coast, and then we got some 30s, maybe even some 20s. for points further inland and further east. So yeah, we're going to wrap up this video right here. If you do like this video, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, and leaving a comment down below. And be sure to share this with your friends, family, and social media so you don't miss out on the future uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.